Hello, fabulous Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. There are a few key things taking place this month that I think are going to speak powerfully to what you are likely to experience, and in particular, the progress that you are likely to experience this month. Not only continuing the financial theme of last month, but now taking it a step further towards agreements, towards solidifying the financial progress you wish to make, and also towards making sure that your financial progress is in line with a higher direction that you desire to go. I say all this because, and now I'm about to break it down in terms of the technicality of it all and in terms of what's actually happening in the sky. We have Venus spending most of the month in her home sign of Taurus, which is a part of the sky that has to do with finances for you. It has to do with the money you're actually earning through finances. You're ending the month of May with a new moon in the sign of agreements, or in the area of the sky that has to do with agreements for you. And this month we have Mercury going retrograde, returning in the middle of the month to his home sign of Gemini, the very area of the sky that has to do with agreements, sort of swimming back and forth between the part of the sky that has to do with home and the part of the sky that has to do with agreements. Now, this move actually started late last month, and so this will be a continuation of a conversation that started for you in the late part of May, and I'll break that down in just a moment. But what we also have happening in the middle of the month is a full moon taking place in the very harmonious position, very harmonious sign of Sagittarius for you, fellow fire sign Sagittarius. And this particular full moon is speaking harmoniously with Uranus in your sign. And so you add these together, okay, just looking at this particular full moon in the middle of the month, speaking harmoniously with a planet of surprises, of insight, of quick gains, of quick progress, of delight as well, given that this conversation is one of such harmony. Given that this is a full moon, there is an element of things coming to culmination, and this is in the part of the sky for you that has to do with signing the power deal, that has to do with coming to an understanding of the larger picture. And so you've got sort of the details covered, and at the same time, you've got the bigger picture covered as well, where a lot of activity is expected to take place in the middle of the month. But then what you also have is Venus supporting you financially, encouraging you to continue to make progress on the financial front. If anything, I do think that at least all Aries persons out there will find that the way in which they're making money seems to be a more pleasant experience. And so that should be very nice as you go about the business of making money, of doing what you need to provide for yourself and those you're responsible for. Just the process seems to go a lot smoother. And the also real benefit of this is ultimately Venus is considered a bringer of blessings, if you will, traditionally speaking. And so she is a bringer of blessings and does tend to suggest a boost, or at least, at the very least, a feeling that you are able to attract what it is that you need in that particular area of life. And for you, this is going to be in terms of finances. Now, because the part of the sky that has to do with agreements is really lit up, I would encourage you to have those conversations, to consider what it is that you're doing, if you like what you're doing, how you could do more of what it is that you like. And if you're not sure what that is, I do think that the full moon in the middle of the month is likely to give you the clarity that you need to understand the direction in which you're going. There are going to be some of you out there who are likely to find this a time when you are thinking just what it is you do need to do in order to prepare for a bigger manifestation, in order to get ready for really realizing some higher goals. This is about earning the credential, paying the dues in some respects as well at this full moon. And there are going to be some of you who will realize that you've done just that. You've paid your dues. Now, for some people, this is going to be a formal process. This is going to be about understanding or at least reaching a sense of culmination in a formal program of study, possibly, or also in a more spiritual program of understanding what it is ultimately that you believe and ultimately what your orientation to the world is going to be. Regardless of how you understand that, this sense of accomplishment does seem to give you an added sense of freedom, a sense of self, and a sense of clarity as well. And there's also an element here of meeting people who can take you to the next level of wherever it is that you desire to go next. So have those conversations, get your networking hat on, be out and about meeting people. Some of the most interactions you're going to have are going to happen just by random, and understand that ultimately it is this openness to the world that allows not only positive experiences to come in, but greater prosperity to find you as well. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.